Launch yourself so high to hit the Death Star with this technique, which you'll need a throwing spear like the halberd, a square plank, a rectangular plank, or a spare zonai wing. Using your spear, fuse it to this square plank, which makes it a board spear. The steps are, before I break them down into more detail, is throw the board spear, recall it, ultra hand it and stick it to the launcher, recall the board spear again, and then stand on the opposite end and pray you get sent to the heavens. When I came across Tarrytown, I found this was a good place to practice as it's got all you might need: square boards, rectangular boards, and space. Find yourself a flat piece of ground and lay it down. You can use Ultra Hand with your launcher to ensure the ground both at the launch point and a little bit ahead is flat. It's also worth to check the map and see that you're free of any sky islands which might get in your way. Before we break it down, I suggest you find a place and save your game or use an autosave to come back to. This is because you'll likely get thrown sideways or hit heights so high. Check this number on the minimap for your altitude, because you might return to find your spear despawned, which might leave you thinking. Okay, let's break it down. First thing is to draw your board spear with R and prepare to hit the L button as fast as possible as you release R to bring up the ability menu. This will take the most practice because you're looking to stop the spear as soon as possible, leaving your hand, and looking for the angle that's close to horizontal with a slight decline as shown here. I've had best results when I have my board spear appear in the empty circle of the menu. If you throw it and find it too far away or not the optimal angle, just recall it back to you and take it and give it another shot. The next step is a bit easier. Switch to recall and select the board spear mid-flight. Another tip is to ensure nothing will get in your way with recall. If there's any fallen rocks in the distance, this will definitely get in your way of recalling your board spear. Once you've gotten used to this, as soon as you've selected the spear, you need to bring up the menu again as soon as possible. You need to switch to Ultra Hand and pick your spear again. The trick is to catch it on recall before the recall animation hits the edges. You'll also know you've missed the window. When you do a second recall, it has a shorter path on the spear. Once you've caught it with your Ultra Hand, you don't need to rush the placement. Take your time. I've had mixed results between placing the spear with the handle versus the paddle glued. Now this is the fun part. Head to the opposite side of the board and use recall again on the board spear. Take note of the recall path since you're looking for a path of the thrown spear. Now it's over to you. Give it a shot on different surfaces and let me know what height you're able to get to. Remember, it's the last number on the minimap. Share which location, surface and launcher. Can you beat 1500 units of altitude? Whilst I dive back down, hit the like, subscribe and check this video next.